They have been improving every year under his leadership, and finally they come in here with the best record. 30 wins and only 4 setbacks. Now, what kind of a game does he want? He told us 40 minutes of hell. Now it's with the 3 at the top of the second. Arkansas leads it. Here in Charlotte, Arizona, and Arkansas. National semifinals. It will be North Carolina against Arkansas, with the winner to play UCLA inside Corliss and one. And Arkansas is heading to Monday night for the chance to repeat.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, produced by Colton Little with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is The Morning Rush.
So I'm sure some of you have seen the different pictures of Indianapolis this week as media members, fans have made their way to watch Arizona, Michigan, Illinois, and UConn.
And Duke.
And not Duke. Thank goodness. I expected them to be
Man,
there.
I can't watch the end of that UConn game. I just can't get enough of watching.
It's great.
Man, in all the other angles, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hijack your where you were headed here, but all the baseline angles and the angles that are filtering out now make it even more delightful.
Well, Mullins is going back home. Mr. Indiana basketball ended up going to stores and playing for that. But as I kind of looked at this weekend, we got a few college basketball things I want to get into initially from the jump and some other things as well. So I think a lot of us, off the top of our head, can name the locations of Arkansas's Final Four since '78. But do you know where the other ones are? And do you know what years that are? Because most people
I don't know in 41 and 2. If we're
41 and 45.
Okay.
Where they play? Do you know where like 78, like and 90 and 94?
Yeah,
95?
90 was in Denver.
Okay.
94 was in Charlotte.
Okay.
95 was in Seattle.
Okay. Where was 78?
Not sure, because they did them in odd places then.
It was close. Give you close, regional.
Kansas City?
Close. St. Louis.
St. Louis, okay.
Mm-hmm. The one in 41.
San Francisco.
Glenn Rose took him to was in Kansas City.
Kansas City, all right.
And then Eugene Lambert, New York City.
All right.
So that is the setup for Arkansas' 6 Final Fours. The first 2 in the 40s kind of get lost in everything else. I will say, like, I get why the College World Series does Omaha every year because of how regional it is. If they ever did the Final Four each and every year in one place, Indianapolis is the best. To this day, I have not been to a city with better infrastructure than Indianapolis, Indiana. It is superb. And the only thing, and I know we've had this debate before about the amount of, like, you got 70,000 people plus that are going to be inside of Lucas Oil Stadium this weekend. You get more people opportunities and go. But, like, I'll give you an example. For this weekend, would you spend the money to go sit in the nosebleeds? And barely,
if my team was there.
If your team was there. But I'm saying for this weekend, with Arkansas not being involved.
I wouldn't go to Indianapolis to do it. No.
Okay.
If somehow it ended up in Kansas City or it's never coming you've got to be somewhere where there's a football. You've got to be in an NFL city now. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's where they have, by and large. I mean, Nashville will be a place that gets a Final Four.
No question, yep, because they're gonna put in that new.
That will be
facility.
Close. Arlington's had the Final Four. Mm-hmm. But if you don't have a dome, New Orleans has obviously been a place. If I was nearby or going to be there for if I just happen to have a business meeting in Indianapolis, I would do, or I was in Vegas for a convention in April, because usually I go, I would buy a nosebleed just to say I've been to a Final Four.
Do you know what they, unless I was told and I should double check on this, but do you know what the, secondary, not nosebleed all the way, but you know what, there's 6 levels. Do you know what the 5th level starts at from a
cost? I guess $700 or $800.
I think it was $350.
Well, that's the thing about the Final Four compared to other sporting events. If you want to go, it's not brutally unreasonable. Now, if you want to sit lower level, mid court, yeah, you're going to pay some big bucks. But if you just want to be in the building, couple $300 will get you into the national championship game because there's so many seats. I mean, there's 70,000 seats in a lot of cases. So If it's on your bucket list of things you want to do, you can do it. That's where we began the taco. Hit that line now. App powered by Taco Bell, up and running, bean fueled this morning. We are ready to go. Got bean burritos firing that thing up.
It's National Burrito Day.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Did not know that. I didn't read that in the notes this morning as I was poring over those. You can get the Hit That Line Now app powered by Taco Bell, whether you're craving something cheesy, saucy, or crunchy. Taco Bell has you covered. I got home last night. My kids had apparently had one of them Lux Cravings boxes and only ate about half of it and then wondered where the other half went. Right in Daddy's belly. So, Taco Bell.
I thought you were going to extend that story.
No, my kids just get so fired up when I eat their leftovers.
I bet that would.
Hey, there's a rule on that. When it's in there about 12 hours, it's free game.
Free.
And, hey, I paid for it. I'll eat it.
Ryan loves burritos. He's texting on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. I had some basketball's my favorite sport, but I think this is I think this is kind of like the Masters. If I had a choice between going on Sunday to Augusta or watching on TV, I think I'd rather just watch it on TV because I feel like you wouldn't get the best. And I know you'd be and again, this is separated from Arkansas. I would start a second mortgage on the house if the Razorbacks made the Final Four because they haven't since 95. It's been 30-plus years. Just feel a little differently if the teams are not involved with or the Razorbacks are not involved, I should say. There was as far as this weekend goes, did you see the story about Elliot Cadeau?
About what?
Elliot Cadeau.
No, I didn't.
All right, so the Michigan point guard had an allergic reaction to something he ate. So he didn't travel with the team. So I don't know which
allergic
chef
reaction. You would think you would know that well in advance. Like if you got a shellfish allergy, peanut allergy, which I think is totally made up sometimes. But anyway, they not have an EpiPen or something to get this guy going?
I don't know. Apparently he's recovering fine. This is going to be a fun point guard matchup between him and Bradley and Burries this upcoming weekend. That's the second game, but that's some pretty big news. If I'm Dusty May, I'm like my star point guard is in the midst of an allergic reaction. I'd be a little scared, but it sounds like he's okay. But that was kind of a big college basketball.
Do you have any food allergies?
I don't think so.
When you go to these weddings, or is there anything you got to stay away from?
Mm-hmm. I'm good on that.
If Arkansas had made it, could you have even went this weekend?
If Arkansas had made it, could I have gone this weekend? Yeah.
I figured you had a wedding somewhere. It's about wedding season for you.
I've got a birthday thing this weekend, but that would have been nixed if Arkansas had made the Final Four, which they haven't. Other basketball news this morning, Bill Self is coming back to Kansas. I kind of wondered,
didn't he have like a health deal he was maybe contemplating?
Well, think about it. He didn't coach 3 years ago when Arkansas played him.
That was a game. Yeah, you're correct. But obviously, but
that's happened sporadically the last several years.
Yeah, he's had multiple.
Not in good health.
No, we're not arguing that. But is it? There was some talk towards the end of the year that this may be it for Bill Self.
Well, this is the longest
due to his health.
This is the longest stretch they've gone since he's been there, with them not getting to the second weekend and them not winning a Big 12 championship. So there was some speculation that he may move on. Z was like, he should take the North Carolina job, which honestly is not a bad thought when you want trying to reinvigorate yourself, and you could say they're on equal playing fields. You could say North Carolina's better. You could say Kansas better, just depending on who you ask. But I didn't think that idea was way out there. I actually thought that was a good idea, but he's staying put in Lawrence. Other news, and we kind of talked about this before the show. Sounds like Arkansas is not hosting Michigan State next year. We haven't had a chance to get to it yet, but they're going to be playing that game at Detroit, according to Tom Izzo, this next season, which I get it from a recruiting standpoint, but for the season ticket holders who you brought up have upped their donations and been moved around in various places in Budwalton, it's kind of a bummer when your big-time blue blood was coming in here. It sounded like it's not. And, oh, by the way, you go to an ACC school this next year. You don't get an ACC school.
On the
challenge. So hopefully you go to Chapel Hill or Durham this next season, but you don't get that game at Bud Walton at Fayetteville.
Let's talk more about this in the Hog Update coming up. But what burns. Listen, I see both sides of it, because Darius Acuff's a product of that region, that area, Detroit kid. It's never a bad thing to have some presence with your program in a talent-rich part of our country. But you played him in East Lansing, now you're going to play him in Detroit. Why don't you just go ahead and play him in East Lansing again? Why even play him in Detroit? Go get some experience truly on an opposing floor rather than a quote-unquote neutral site. That's not going to be a neutral site. You might as well go get ready for conference play by playing a true road game. That's what I'd rather see him do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But being in Detroit, being able to invite people officially, unofficially, whatever you can do, that's never a bad thing in a place like Detroit.
No, it's not. All right,
but the season ticket holders who have paid a lot of money should get rewarded with something worth watching before January 1st.
Yeah. And again, with no ACC school coming in here, I'm curious to what their non-conference schedule looks like inside of Bud Walton Arena. All right, a few things we're going to get into this morning. Adam Brenneman just released his conversation with Ryan Silverfield. There's a clip or two that we can discuss from that. I got a chance to listen to a few coaches yesterday. I think for the first time, A.J. Hill, Arkansas backup or starting quarterback, depending on what you think, had a chance to talk with the media. Have you followed the Artemis 2 situation, going back to the moon and all? I haven't.
I know. Didn't they launch that yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't gotten this confirmed. Was that kid that was on CNN from Arkansas? Someone said that. I don't know if that was an April Fool's joke, but did you see the clip, that kid?
I did not see that clip. I did know they're going to, orbit Earth a few times and then go to the moon. It's a 2-week mission or something like that, and then come home. Mm-hmm. Haven't we discovered everything we need to discover at this point about the moon?
That's what
we know it's not made of cheese.
I don't know. I still want to. I understand.
I mean, I'm not sure why we're exploring the moon still.
Astronaut is one of the
training. It's training to go further up and deeper into space for Mars, which is what their massive plan is between both of the major space corporations, NASA and SpaceX. So it's just a little extra training.
What's our Space Force? What's our? We have a new military branch.
Space Force.
Space Force. Yes.
With X on the end.
If you could sign up to go to space, if they offered, hey, Colton, hey Ty, we got a seat on the next missile.
The Artemis 3.
The Artemis 3. You want to go?
I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'd like to go just to see what it's like up there. Experience zero gravity, see if the moon and all that stuff's actually real. I'm not convinced.
I'm gonna pass on that. I'd be scared to be up there and away from Earth, but other people can get involved and do it. All right, so Vic Schaefer's going turkey hunting before the Final Four. Former Arkansas assistant coach. We can talk about that. Big baseball series in Auburn starting tonight. Phil, of course, will be on the call for that. Got an update from the PGA of America on Tiger Woods, who's no longer going to be captain of the Ryder Cup. Double check that. That's not an April Fool's spoof. I looked at that several times because I was scared I was going to get AI'd because of April Fool's yesterday. Tom Murphy's going to join us coming up, and we've got some bingo to play in just a sec, too.
Hey, if you're coming to Northwest Arkansas, I know we got a little bit of a break before the Hogs are back in for a series. There's one baseball game coming up with Little Rock next Tuesday. Next couple of Tuesdays, there's some games. One of those is in Little Rock. But, hey, here's my point. If you're coming to Northwest Arkansas, the Inn at the Mill is where we always stay. We got some meetings next week. We're gonna hunker down at the Inn at the Mill because it's conveniently located, big oversized suites, a European-style continental breakfast to start the day. Love that. And it's just easy on and off I-49 at the Johnson exit. 479-443-1800 is the number. Jennifer's there right now. She is the friendliest person you'll ever deal with, maybe anywhere, but certainly when you call a hotel and it's press 1 for this and press 3 for that, and you get confused, and then you get caught up in some national reservation desk. Never at the Inn at the Mill. You're going to talk to Jennifer right there, who can take care of your reservation in a matter of seconds. And then once you are in the system, the next, it'll become your home away from home in Northwest Arkansas. It becomes very, very easy. 479-443-1800 or online at inatthemill.com.
It's time for the opening drive.
Bingo. Bingo. Bingo what bingo? We've got a bingo! We thought we got a bingo. Bingo, we got it!
Bingo! All right, fellas. It is Think Tank Thursday, so I did have our good AI assistants, our friends, make up a bingo board based off of both of your personality, some of the things that you guys tend to do every single day on this show. If you paid attention, you could have
didn't fill these squares in.
I filled in a few because I needed to. But
right.
You guys, if you've been paying attention, if you've been listening, you too could have already marked off several of the things that are on your bingo board already.
Yeah.
For example, the free space. You can go ahead and mark that off if you
Got
haven't
that
done
one.
that already.
Yeah.
What
It
do
is
we-
a free space? Ty already in the top left corner for you, Tommy. English language.
Oh,
butcher.
yeah, I
You
got
can
that
go
one
ahead and
marked.
get that
Yeah, I
one
got
off.
it. Got it
And
done.
then Ty, for you, you can also mark off audible sigh or chuckle at co-host because the first words out of your mouth, he did that. And then also cuts
There's
in
another one.
mid-sentence for you, Ty. You can have 3 in a row right there on the middle and the bottom.
Okay. So if
So-
I get self-deprecation, so make fun of yourself in the next 2 hours, or if you name drop someone you played golf with or hung out with, then I get bingo.
That's exactly right.
So-
and now we have to determine here while we're here live on the air what the winner of this bingo challenge does get. My
And I
initial
don't know
thought-
what's on that card, and
No,
he doesn't know what's
does
on
not
this
know
one.
what's on either card. Now Ty might have looked on Canva. He might have looked. He might have.
No,
cheated.
I haven't.
I don't know.
I intentionally
You intentionally did not? Okay.
refrain from that.
But we
so.
do have to decide what the winner does get today because
All right,
I think it's
that,
important.
that qualified for one right there.
Yeah.
All right, got it.
So any thoughts on what the winner gets? A lunch, maybe on the person's credit card. Ty's got 3 or 4 more credit cards. Tommy, he talked to me about that last week.
Yeah. I got another credit card. I'm up to 4, Tommy. It's good financially. You didn't look at the
Why,
rundowns.
why did you need 4 credit cards?
Well, it's a whole ordeal. So I haven't been able to go to the lounges when traveling, and that kind of has irritated me. And so instead of getting either 1.5 or 2% back, I got a lounge card. You get an annual fee, but they have so many bonuses and benefits that it pays for itself. And then I was chastised and criticized, and then congratulated by some. So that's why I went about it that way.
Congratulated for what?
Making a good financial decision. To take advantage of what you need to
You
utilize
open
and
more
do.
credit, and you opened a credit card that deserves congratulations.
I'm just telling you what our listeners did.
I
this
did
week.
look at an American Airlines credit card.
It's great.
$600 a year, though.
Ty,
Oh.
you can cross off belittles host/producer.
Okay, where is that?
Left.
Who did I belittle?
Him. And at
That's-
least if you're not doing
that
that, at
didn't-
least if that didn't count, then
That's
we
just
could- we
part of
could
the
just bring
job,
him.
man.
That didn't help me. You've got annoyed with me already. That's another X. All right, so we've got a chance to get on the top row or the bottom. Okay. Can I cross something out if he did something yesterday?
Nope.
Nope.
Only
Okay,
within the
only
confines
today.
of 9 to 11 today.
Hey, what do you think about Roger Ayers and Dan Hurley's interaction?
Feel like I'm being set up here.
I want to see what you're going to say so I can.
I think it's a nothing burger.
I can't cross it off. I'm going to be honest.
I think it's
that-
a nothing burger.
I think that's a technical foul at any other point
Why?
in the game. A coach putting his face in
He didn't
in front.
say anything.
He tried to demean.
Oh, it was not demeaning anybody. This happens. It just happened to get. This happens when exciting things happen in ball games. I've had this happen to me. It's not every day, but it's a time or two a year where something miraculous or something completely horrible happens to a team in a game, and the coach will come over and they will either whisper something to my ear that will make you want to laugh or makes you understand their stress. We like to think coaches, and particularly guys like Hurley, absolutely hate the guts of the officials. I can tell you right there, those two guys have a good working relationship based on that. Hurley felt comfortable enough to do that, and Ayers walked right into him. Why? Because they get along. They understand each other.
I can't-
It's a nothing burger.
I can't cross off
Nope.
defense referees or officials.
No.
I am going to
That
cross
was a big
off.
bunch of nothing.
Immediately shuts down Ty's take.
Yeah,
though.
that's also a second free space, basically.
Well, I owe it to the audience to do that.
That's an X. I'm trying to set you up for something else.
I know.
I'm looking through this. If
So you haven't been invited to any weddings
like this weekend?
at all?
No, I have. What do you?
Oh, bingo.
You got a full bingo already?
do you
no,
actually?
no.
Okay, I'm looking.
I'm
looking
crossing
through
that one off.
Okay.
You can get 3 on the top
I'll
row.
see,
You forgot
okay.
the name earlier.
Yeah.
We missed you so much that Colton in his free time came up with this for both of us.
I thought it would have been good to do yesterday on April Fools when there was a jovial joking theme, but that was
We're still in a good.
punted.
We're still in a good mood this morning.
Mhm.
I gotta set you up to some of these. Oh, he's done the wrap it up already.
Now, I will say, fellas, just so you guys
In the
know,
local segment.
you two are very, very similar people, and you have very similar tendencies as well. So there are a lot of things on both of your boards that are the same.
It's like Magic and Bird.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
example, acts like cheapskate that is on both of your boards. Misreads text. You two do that all the time. Also on both of your boards. So,
Mentions food. Is that on both of our?
no.
Okay,
Only on
that's
one.
just on me.
Hmm.
All right, so I can't. I have to avoid food the rest of the show. That's going to be difficult. This is a fun game. Did you put this up on social too?
It is. It's on our Twitter page. Yeah,
Okay.
people can play along at
So
home.
you can't look.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm
Okay.
just asking. I'm Tommy Kraft bingo and Ty Richardson bingo.
All
I
right.
think a lot of people could have fun with this. Colton brought that up. What is the prize out of this? We're going to be with each other the next, Tuesday through Friday next week.
That's punishment
Either
enough.
Harrison, Mount Home.
That probably crossed another one
Make
off.
make sure you set up that tee time at Big Creek, by the way. Well, that's mentioning golf.
Yep, just got that one there. All right.
Trying to think. Yeah, let's just do.
I think that meant. Yeah.
Let's just do lunch of some sort.
Let's see. I
Deal.
think that crossed another one off. All right. Before we go, lunch is a minimum. Maybe when I win this, you get to pay for golf. Maybe that's the deal.
No, you have a membership. I don't know.
Well, I have a membership. You do not.
It's
Tommy, you can cross
it's a
off.
guest
Act
one.
like cheapskate.
APAC. No, I just want to get into his wallet a little bit. APAC and Standard Materials Group is the #1 source for top quality aggregates in Northwest Arkansas, rock, sand, gravel. But they're big deal, and they use all that rock, sand, gravel to make ready-mix concrete. They understand the variables. They understand the science of ready-mix concrete. So whatever your job requires, they can make sure it happens for you. 479-587-3300 is the number. 587-3300 for APAC and Standard Materials Group.
Morning Rush rolls on next. Hog update headed your way.
You're good at what you do. I appreciate you having me on.
This is the Morning Rush.
Tired of paying high box store prices for your building materials? Integrity Outlets Auction Company is having a huge public building materials auction on Saturday, April the 11th, starting at 10 a.m. Join us at 235 Homestyle Drive, Berryville, Arkansas. We're selling lumber, cabinets, appliances, flooring, windows, and much more to the highest bidder. Contractors, flippers, and homeowners, don't miss this. Visit our Facebook page at Integrity Outlets Auctions for complete details.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Good thing Daddy's back. Good thing. So,
Don't
yeah.
start saying that.
Good thing Daddy's back in his chair.
This is the Morning Rush.
Harry Robinson Salisal Ford wants to buy or trade for your vehicle today, and they will give you top dollar. Pre-owned car values are at historic all-time highs, and your car today is worth more than it ever will be again. If you are driving a 2013 model or newer with 120,000 miles or less, bring it to Harry Robinson Salisal Ford, and they'll give you more than any other dealer. Even if you don't want to buy a new car, they'll still buy yours. Harry Robinson Salisal Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Salisal.
Locally owned Lumber One can handle all of your building needs. They've built their business on having great relationships with everybody from contractors and builders to the everyday build it yourself. Lumber One is a full-line door shop to handle all of your door, window, and trim needs. And along with lumber, roofing and drywall products, attic wall and floor insulation is available. Lumber One also does blueprint takeoff with access to design services with estimates available. So go where the pros go. Lumber One, located on Industrial Park Road in Van Buren.
The spring allergy and hay fever seasons are here, and Law's Drugstore has what you need to safely take care of you and your family. Law's Drugstore can fill and refill your prescriptions, and they have all of the over-the-counter allergy remedies to provide comfort. Call 452-6116 and ask about vaccine shot appointment for shingles, pneumonia, COVID, and whooping cough. Law's Drugstore, 6802 Rogers Avenue behind the Outback Steakhouse. Law's Drugstore, open 6 days a week to safely care for you and your family.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check on your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today to see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit could save you up to $600 off your tax bill.
This ad sponsored by the Sebastian County Assessor and paid for by Amendment 79.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Here's to you and yours from the friendly folks at In Good Spirits, your upscale liquor store in Fort Smith. At In Good Spirits, they've got what your taste buds are craving, including flavorful wines from around the world, scrumptious brandies and liqueurs, tempting whiskeys and beers, and fine cigars. Treat yourself to the best as you listen to the game. Check out In Good Spirits, 12100 Highway 71 South, across from Riley Farms in Fort Smith.
Are you looking for a great deal on a previously owned vehicle but want to avoid high-pressure sales? If so, you need to visit Edwards Auto Sales in Roland. For over 30 years, Ernie Edwards and his staff have helped folks from Arkansas and Oklahoma River Valley buy a quality vehicle and offer a buy here, pay here program as part of their services. Some restrictions may apply. Come visit Edwards Auto Center newly remodeled facility, 3 miles west of the Garrison Bridge, the first car dealer on your right, or log on at edwardsautosalesinc.com.
Time is running out. This is your last chance to enter the Mach 1 Motorcycle Madness giveaway. Head to hitthatline.com and lock in your final 4 picks by Friday for your shot to win a brand new Triumph Tiger 1200 Rally Pro. Then join us Saturday, April 11th at K1 Speed in Rogers, where one lucky winner rides away. While you're there, hit the track and race the fastest indoor karts in Northwest Arkansas, reaching speeds of up to 45 miles per hour. Don't wait. Get registered now at hitthatline.com and fill out your final 4 brackets.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Come on, Pig.
Gage Wood, no hits him. Allen has a wide open man. It's Childs. He's loose. He scores. Childs, please.
Uncle Tommy loves the Razorbacks.
ARKNSAS.
This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush.
Go Hog.
At the end of the day, it's just going to be based on who can really just make the throws and make the correct reads at the right time, whether it's pushing the ball down the field more, or we really hone in on taking our UARs, which is our check down. So whoever can just make those right decisions, 2-minute drill, overtime, we need a field goal. So they're going to put us in those hard situations this spring and see who can really just hone in and really just take care of the ball.
That's Arkansas quarterback A.J. Hill talking with the media yesterday. What's the phrase that he just used there that probably stood out the most?
UARs?
That, but...
That's an
take care of the ball.
Well,
that one.
If any, true, but I'm still processing UARs. That's been the number one aspect that has held this program back for 3 to 5 years now, is the turnover margin's just been horrendous is too nice.
Mm-hmm.
And that's both sides of the ball. You've got to create turnovers, but their carelessness as a program with the ball is the number one thing Ryan Silverfield and his staff must fix. And I don't know why this is become such an issue that's been passed on team to team and leader to leader, coach to coach. I mean, this is not a new issue that was only showed up with Sam Pittman or only showed up with a certain quarterback or only showed up with an offensive coordinator. This is a systemic issue with this program that must be fixed, or as you would say, Ty, eradicated.
Yeah, knock it out, eliminate it. I would love to see Arkansas's 2012 to 2025 turnover differential, because I would guess it's not only at the bottom of the SEC, it's near the bottom of college football. And we talk about these one-score losses all the time. these turnover, like more often than what is it, 70% of the time, the team that wins the turnover battle wins the game.
All
It's
right,
like it's
we'll mark
right
that
around
one
there.
off right there.
Is that
Thank
a
you.
percentage?
All right, thank you.
Did I repeat something? We're playing bingo, by the way. If you missed the segment earlier, there's a Tommy Kraft bingo card and a Ty Richardson bingo card, and we are keeping a tally. I've got 2 blanks away from getting a free lunch, and I'm guessing Tommy's got 1.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
And you're gonna do it.
What happens if I get a blackout?
It's entirely possible.
Yeah.
If you get a blackout, I don't know. I'll pay for both of your lunch.
Looking, I got to make sure that I'm not missing one that's something to do. All right, back to Hog Update. Baseball back in action tonight. DBH saying same guys on the, or I say same guys, same guy on the mound starting tonight.
All I know right now is Jackson's throwing third.
So we'll see Gabe later on. Both these teams struggling. Both have lost 4 straight. The other element to this, and Matt Jones had a good piece in Whole Hog Sports, Arkansas hasn't been unranked since 2017 in March. Kids were in 4th grade on the team then. And if they lose, it's the longest streak in the coaches poll since 91. And if they lose, that's just it would be weird not to see a number next to Arkansas baseball.
Had success on the Plains. You know, I think about that football. Didn't we go down there and play Brian Harson's team? Weren't you there?
Mm-hmm. We won last.
What do you recall from that game?
They won. I'm confused. What do you? they won.
Okay, I'm just trying to remember. I don't recall a lot of detail from that game. I was just wondering if you could remember.
They won 4 years ago.
Bingo.
Thank
you. I got the top row there.
What
Judge.
was that final one?
Recalls obscure game with detail.
Yeah.
That's your best trait.
KJ Jefferson had a magnificent day.
I already
walking
had
on
that
the
obscure
field.
stats reference. Got that.
Listen,
one.
it's a gift that God has given me.
Okay, there's another one right there.
Is that a humble brag?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we had that one already at 9:16 this morning. So
It's 2022. There was an initial turnover that Auburn had that should have been a turnover. They gave back to Auburn. Luckily, we still escaped Jordan Hare with
Now,
a victory that
Just
day.
to clarify, before we wrap up the Hog Update here, Tommy, you got English language butchered.
Yes.
Invited to wedding.
Yes.
Recalls obscure game with detail.
just did that.
Loses point in notes.
Yeah, did that at 9:20.
Yeah, forgets a name.
Yeah, 9:14 on that
Hold
one.
on. Loses points at no.
Yeah, you did that at like 9:19.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the last one?
Forgets a name.
Whose name did I forget?
The name of the coach that stepped in for Bill Self.
Yeah.
You just said his first name. I
thought
need
it
the
was
first and last name.
Nope, 9:14 a.m. I had that one
Oh,
down.
is it Norm something?
Yeah, that counts as
Oh.
forgetting.
Yeah.
That's close enough. He's on TV now. He's on ESPN now. I just can't think of his last name. All right, I'm flustered because now I have to buy lunch.
Yeah.
That's tough. Last thing.
What time does Ruth Chris open?
We're not doing that. There's no Ruth Chris in Mountain Home.
No, we're
or
stopping in
Harrison.
Rogers on the way.
Did you guys see Maria Jose Marin is in the lead
Mhm.
of the Augusta National Women's Amateur?
Did he say that name correctly?
He did actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Shot a 65 yesterday, I believe.
Hopefully that stays that way. That'd be pretty cool. What could you shoot at Augusta?
Oh, I don't. From which tees and
Well, the middle. I mean, we're not members and we're not tips. We're middles.
I
mean, we can play from the ladies.
I would like to think I would break 100. I'm not sure if they gave you a ball on the green. You don't have to hit a tee shot. You don't have to hit an approach shot. You're on the green and it line 0. Could you break par?
Oh, I thought you were about to say 100. I was
Could
like,
you break par?
Yeah, no.
No, I don't know either. All right, that's your Hog Update this morning. It is brought to you by Mock Legal Solutions. They're in Arkansas and Oklahoma, licensed in both states. Jackie and her crew can take care of whatever it is. Maybe it's a divorce or family custody issue, family law issue with the kids that you need someone to help straighten out. Maybe you've went through the process, but the other side's not living up to their signed agreement, and you need some help with that. Or maybe if you're fed up, you've had enough, and you need someone to walk you through the process, but you're worried about not getting to see your kids. Did you know joint custody is now the standard? Let Jackie help you with it. 479-769-1505 for Mock Legal Solutions in Fort Smith and in Salisaw.
The sign of a smart man is to understand that things change and to roll with those changes. And Ty, I applaud that you've done that.
You're listening to The Morning Rush.
Tired of paying high box store prices for your building materials? Integrity Outlets Auction Company is having a huge public building materials auction on Saturday, April the 11th, starting at 10 a.m. Join us at 235 Homestyle Drive, Berryville, Arkansas. We're selling lumber, cabinets, appliances, flooring, windows, and much more to the highest bidder. Contractors, flippers, and homeowners, don't miss this. Visit our Facebook page at Integrity Outlets Auctions for complete details.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Take care of the ball.
This is The Morning Rush.
Save some green this spring.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacale.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Are there still places Taco Bell's crispy chicken nuggets haven't been? Sure. But the inside of a Crunchwrap slider is no longer one of them. The new crispy chicken Crunchwrap slider. All white meat chicken nuggets where only we could put them. Inside a slider-sized Crunchwrap. And the dipping sauce, it's along for the ride. On the inside. Choose from creamy chipotle or jalapeno honey mustard. The new crispy chicken Crunchwrap slider. A brand new classic. Only at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
Are you leaning a certain way in this Final Four? If you're going to be in it to win it. Head to mybookie.ag. Use code HOGS, that's HOGS, and get your first bet covered up to $500. If it misses, activate your Bet Back bonus token and run it back. Madness only comes once a year, so don't just watch it. Win from it. Only at MyBookie. Must opt in to use the Bet Back bonus.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they love the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E from Woodland. Think about it.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check on your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today to see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit could save you up to $600 off your tax bill.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
PatSocial.com.
National Burrito Day. Favorite kind of burrito? That's the Morning Rush Daily Question. There's a lot of options because a lot of things can go in burritos, and burritos fit any meal of the day because we all know there's breakfast burritos, and then there's your favorite burrito at Taco Bell or whatever you're thinking. Is it steak? Is it ground beef? Is it chicken? Does it have rice in it? I like sour cream in mine.
Oh.
That burrito supreme at Taco Bell's about as good as it gets. What favorite kind of burrito? That's the Morning Rush Daily Question.
Without sour cream, without cream.
Oh, no.
Ugh. Sour cream is the worst add to anything. Bacon makes everything
Totally
better.
disagree.
Sour cream makes everything worse. Whether it's a burrito, a baked potato.
Who
it's
hurt you?
Garbage.
Who
Awful.
hurt you as a kid?
It's just terrible. It's not good. It's awful. Carne asada, hot sauce on the side, douse it in it, cover in it. You're good to go. I like chorizo and al pastor close second.
When I went to Arkansas Tech, there used to be 2 locations, one near the football stadium, then one on 4th Street, Taco Villa.
Oh, yeah.
And they had this all beef and cheese burrito. And that was it. It's just a big old flour tortilla. I don't know how they season that taco meat or that burrito meat or whatever you want to call it. And then it was that you could tell they didn't buy this cheese out of a bag. This was something they took a block of cheese and they grated it there.
Mm-hmm.
And they had this special hot. That's probably my favorite. If I'm in Russellville and I have time and I think about it, that's probably one of the best burritos in college I ever remember, and still to this day, having an affinity for it.
I am a sucker for a Sonic breakfast burrito, like the ultimate one that has all the stuff in it, and they put the tots in there too with a little bit of hot sauce. It is really, really hard to beat that.
Got to have a little salsa in there with it.
Yes, salsa or picante. And then I like the ones at the restaurants they have. It's usually called the burrito gigante, which is the big 12-inch tortilla they have, like a foot all the way across. Just shove as much stuff in there as possible. That's how you do it.
So we know how you feel about sour cream in your burrito. How would you feel about a little dabble of guacamole through it?
That's good.
You can go with that?
I've come around on guacamole. I used to
Guacamole's
not
great.
enjoy it. Mitchell says ketchup on steak, and now he hates sour cream and other pieces of the puzzle white ties.
That's not on my bingo card, by the way.
Do you have like a fear of white foods? I know lots of people.
No,
who
he
don't
loves
like
it. He
anything
drinks
white
ranch
food.
dressing.
Okay, so
ranch dressing's
is
great.
Fine. Okay. So what is it about sour cream? Is it the two words
not
together?
good. It's
because
not
cream
good.
Shouldn't be sour.
You know what's in ranch dressing? I'm sure there's some sour cream in there.
probably.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan of cream cheese either. Random guy says the New Mexico hatch chili breakfast burrito is second to none. Let's see. Andy says every time he goes to Russellville, Tommy, he gets all five all meat and cheese.
There's another one. There's another one.
5
right
chip and dips
there
and a
off
pint of hot salsa to
card.
go from Taco Villa. His favorite of all time is
Yeah,
Russellville.
they've got this cheese dip there that's pretty incredible. Maybe that's where you can take me to lunch is Taco Villa.
That's a cheaper deal. Speaking of Russellville,
Oh no, because I'm on Andy's ticket. I'm getting 5 of those babies.
Is that casino ever going in?
No.
It's done?
No.
Okay.
It's never going to happen.
No, not in Russellville.
Okay, help me understand this.
Somebody else in our state will be blessed with that.
Okay. Are you being sarcastic or being
No,
serious?
because And listen, I don't disagree with, and listen, we're not getting into politics, but I don't disagree that any community should be able to say they want or don't want something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But there are a lot of places in this state that would love to have a casino as part of their economy. If Tommy Kraft were I guess we can't have kings, but if I was the king, I would put that thing north of Harrison, near Omaha, somewhere right near the state line south of Branson. Can you imagine how well really a casino would do just outside? Because Branson will never have a casino. But you put one just south of there,
family city.
It would be like a wind tunnel, all the money coming into that casino. I would love to own a casino right there.
What's the help me understand? So Southland's been around forever. Oaklawn's been around even longer. What was the reason for putting Saracen and Pine Bluff close to Oaklawn? Like, I would think they would regionally place them.
That
right?
is kind of regionally placed.
Is it? How far is Pine Bluff from? I mean, to
2
me
hours.
that feels close enough.
A little over 2 hours.
I would have thought they would have parked one right on like the Bella Vista, Missouri line. I know Bella.
You've got people up in Joplin.
Yeah.
That you got a different tribe up there that might not feel the same way as you do on that.
Okay, well that's
the
why
Cherokees over in West Siloam Springs might not feel the same way you do about that.
That was just kind of.
That's why there's not one in Fort Smith. There's some people right on the border, on that Oklahoma side might not have the same view as you do.
Okay.
But I don't know how the bean burrito is at their snack bar. That was the Morning Rush Daily question. Is that somewhere on my card here? That's got to be somewhere in here, Colton. Morning Rush Daily question brought to you by Cart Pass Social. What is your favorite burrito? It's National Burrito Day.
Cart Pass Social, #1 place for indoor golf in all of Arkansas. Final Four on Saturday, National Championship on Monday. Watch Hawk baseball tonight or this weekend. Again, Masters Invitational going on. We were talking about Maria Jose Marine a little bit earlier. Augusta National hosting the Masters next week. Well, you can play Augusta National at Cart Pass Social. It's always BYOB. Host your events, whether it's your friends, your family, your coworkers. CartPassSocial.com. Click on the events tab. 122 Grant Place in Lowell. My buddies Christian Olson, Nate Garahan have the best indoor golf facility in Arkansas. That is Cart Pass Social. Speaking of golf, brought this up a little bit. We talked about Tiger being the Ryder Cup captain. Tiger shared with us that he's not going to be the captain, according to the PGA of America. And we will support his decision. That will share further updates regarding his captaincy when appropriate.
Tiger can be captain anytime Tiger wants to be captain. Tiger's one of the few in sports that can call his own shot. It would be like if Michael Jordan said, I want to be the coach of the next Olympic team. Guess who's the coach of the next Olympic team? Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Tom Brady, I say with a question mark, might be the three athletes that could actually, just call their own shot within their sport.
Mm-hmm.
And he likes to live a very private, reclusive life outside of golf. This is obviously a personal issue, family issue outside of golf, and he's going to become a recluse for a while. You're not going to hear about Tiger Woods for a while.
He got permission to leave the U.S. for treatment.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. He's going to become a recluse, and Tiger Woods is not going to be on this bingo card or your radar or in. And you watch the golf media, and when I say that, I'm talking about people like Jim Nantz, people like Dan Hicks, the way NBC, CBS, ESPN handle this, particularly Masters Week. There's not going to be anything negative said. If his name comes up, it will be put in a very positive manner, and we're wishing him the best. And there will not be anything negative said about Tiger because he is the goose that has laid all the golden eggs for everyone involved.
Mm-hmm.
All the golfers on tour, the caddies make more money. These events are richer. The TV rights are worth more. He is the goose that has laid the golden egg for golf, and everyone knows it. So nothing bad's going to be said, at least by the golf world, about Tiger.
Just hope there's a good Masters inning next weekend.
Hopefully. Well, if Tiger played in it, he's not going to contribute to the end of it anyway.
No. I'm not saying that.
So, I mean, his absence at Augusta is going to do nothing to take away from the event itself. So
hadn't talked baseball too much heading into this big pivotal weekend tonight. Arkansas, Auburn, both sitting 4-5. Both have lost 4 straight. I I wonder, like, and I kind of brought this up yesterday. What is the strength of this team? Usually, like,
usually it's pitching or hitting or fielding. Because that's the answers you're looking for, right? One of those three, and all three have faltered at some point. But which the pitching's probably the most disappointing, and that might be the way to approach the question, is because fielding had been great, hitting's been spotty. I would say hitting's been the best of the three. So if you're going to say, give me the strength, well, it's probably hitting at this point.
Yeah, and I feel like usually
that's not been great.
Fielding's been nails since Dave's been here. Pitching most of the time's been good. What was that pause?
There's been teams that have had fielding issues. They have had a lot of great defensive teams.
Mm-hmm.
And your statement is about 90% correct.
Okay.
But it's not. There's been moments in the last 15 years where they've had teams that just committed more errors than the teams before them or after them.
Yeah.
And I think we're seeing that this is one of those teams that don't play a lot of great defense in the field.
And the frustration that you've seen visibly from Dave, whether it's following the Missouri State loss or the Florida sweep, like, you can tell he's getting annoyed, not necessarily from the questions that are being asked, but just how this team's not executing. They've had injuries. I think, Nicole, and you can correct me on this, availability report, Mike Anu was not on that, correct? So that means I would think he's good to go tonight. Injury-wise, Ruiz is still, don't think you're going to see him for a while. But at least you potentially get one guy back tonight for an SEC series that Auburn's back against the wall just like you are. They just have the luxury of being at home later on this weekend.
Well, both teams need to win badly. I don't think either will sweep the other. And the question is, who's going to win two? I mean, I think that's not, I don't think we need Buster Olney in here to figure this out. But this is a critical weekend. Is the SEC down as a whole? We're seeing teams lose in the SEC. I mean, we can talk about the Big Ten and its dominance right now in football, and it looks like they're going to, perhaps win the national championship in basketball as well. There's still no argument about who the best college baseball conference is. It's the SEC, and it will forever be the SEC. The ACC may bow up a little bit every now and then, but the weather in this part of the country is just too good for anyone to overcome it.
You have 40% of the top 25 teams. You got 10 in there.
But we're seeing losses that normally we don't see on the scoreboard at this point in the year. So I don't know.
Here's where I come in that. I think these midweek losses happen all the time, but we don't pay attention because Arkansas is not losing the midweek games. They've lost some of these midweek games this year, so we're almost like trying to, well, this team lost in midweek or this team lost in midweek. We don't pay attention to other teams' baseball midweek when Arkansas is dominating, but since they're not, we look at other areas that are other teams that are not having success, including the three other teams that lost midweek earlier this week, including Auburn, by the way.
Well, we mentioned earlier it is National Burrito Day. I'm sure Joe's Grill and Cantina's got one ready to go for you today. They got a variety of them. They can make them just the way you want them. I like the burrito over there, the all meat, the cheese. Get the pico de gallo in there, and then have them just cover that thing with their cheese sauce, and then put me more tomatoes, and I don't even mind a little lettuce on top of it. Joe's Grill and Cantina has a big menu of burritos, so for National Burrito Day, I'd get in there. Get the grilled vegetables as one of your sides. You tried those there? They are incredible.
I still haven't.
Sneaky good. And if you haven't tried the grilled vegetables, do that today. Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street, across from Harps and Fort Smith.
Tom Murphy coming up next.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Tired of paying high box store prices for your building materials? Integrity Outlets Auction Company is having a huge public building materials auction on Saturday, April the 11th, starting at 10 a.m. Join us at 235 Homestyle Drive, Berryville, Arkansas. We're selling lumber, cabinets, appliances, flooring, windows, and much more to the highest bidder. Contractors, flippers, and homeowners, don't miss this. Visit our Facebook page at Integrity Outlets Auctions for complete details.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
This is Bruce Stanton, Vice President and General Manager of Pradco Fishing in Fort Smith. If you're going to do some cold water bass fishing, you need to be using the Umbrella Flash Mob Jr. It's the best lure for duplicating a small school of shad and can be worked from the top of the water column to the bottom. Whether you're trying to win a bass tournament or whoop up on a bunch of white bass and stripers, the Umbrella Flash Mob Jr. will catch them. Available at Walmart, Bass Pro Shops, Academy, LureNet.com, and tackle stores all over the place, the Umbrella Flash Mob Jr.
This is the Morning Rush.
Save some green this spring at Rath Auto Resources. We've been hard at work getting ready for warmer weather, and we've put our best roster of road-ready certified pre-owned cars on the ground, priced to move and backed by a comprehensive warranty. With our non-commissioned sales team, painless pricing playbook, and the nation's best lenders, Rath's got the River Valley's deepest bench ready to take all the hassle out of getting your next ride. Don't settle for just any used car. Make the switch to Road Ready Certified and save some green this spring at Rath Auto Resources. Voted best pre-owned cars in the River Valley. 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith. RathAutoFortSmith.com.
Taco Bell's new Lutz Value menu has so much Lutz, it's starting to go to people's heads. I'm the Lutzierge.
Which is the mini taco salad fork?
Here to help them cope. So when you try the mini taco salad, beefy potato loaded griller, or chips and nacho supreme dip, enjoy the Lutz. Just don't let it go to your head.
Yeah, bring the car around.
You know there's no valet.
Then who's getting the car?
Taco Bell's new Lutz Value menu. 10 extravagant indulgences, all $3 or less.
Hey, Hog fans, Phil Elson here for Bath Makeover of Arkansas, and they're looking for 50 homes to participate in their Spring into Savings event. 50 homeowners will receive test market pricing on a beautiful new walk-in shower. Bath Makeover is proud to be an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics, and they want to evaluate their exciting new product lines in real bathroom conditions, including revolutionary laser etched shower wall systems. You'll be compensated for your time just to determine if their exquisite product lines are the right fit for your bathroom project. The first 50 homeowners who call 1-800-NEW-BATH will receive 50% off installation of a new walk-in shower. Ask about 0% interest financing, senior and military discounts, receive a $200 gas card with purchase, and call Bath Makeover of Arkansas at 1-800-NEW-BATH to receive a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
Do you love fireworks? What if you could get paid to shoot them? J&M Displays is looking for part-time fireworks shooters to help put on incredible shows across Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, and Nebraska. They'll provide free training, great daily pay, and a front row seat to some of the biggest fireworks shows of the region. And there's nothing like hearing the crowd cheer after a show you helped create. Ready to light up the night and your future? Go to jnmdisplays.com and click the Join the Team tab to get started today. J&M Displays, where the sky is the limit.
Hey everyone, Wes Thompson here, General Manager of Moix RV Hot Springs Landing. The RV show is over, but we're going into overtime. We're slashing prices on the brands you love. Grand Design, Brinkley, Alliance, and more. Plus, right now, grab up to a $2,000 shopping spree on select units. Don't wait. Your next adventure starts at 2621 East Grand Avenue or online at moixrv.com. We have the RVs.
I want to ride my bicycle.
Looking for a new ride or need a tune-up? Champion Cycling in Fort Smith has you covered. From top-of-the-line bikes like Specialized and Surly to expert repairs, apparel, and accessories, we've got everything you need to hit the trails. Stop by 5500 Mazard Road during business hours or shop anytime online at championcycling.com. Champion Cycling, helping you share in the joy of cycling.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, showers and a chance of a few thunderstorms bringing us much needed rain. Occasional showers, a few rumbles of thunder with a high today into the upper 70s to near 80, winds up to near 30 to 35 miles per hour. Showers will become likely later tonight, an overnight low in the low to mid 60s. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Colorworks. Whether it's the weather or just life, call Andy at Colorworks Paint and Body for all your auto body repairs. Big or small, old or new, they are the choice for auto body repair. Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, you're listening to ESPN 95.3.
ERX Paris Fort Smith.
This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Michelob Ultra.
You could drink beer.
The superior light beer for the social athlete.
Semifinal game number 2, the Razorbacks of Arkansas against the Wildcats of Kentucky.
Welcome back to our Final Four coverage, everybody. Game 1, of course, matches Duke against Arkansas. And, you know, it's such a marvelous story down out of Arkansas. Nolan Richardson replacing the legend Eddie Sutton. No question about how he struggled in the early going. But then did this man ever pump this program up? They have been improving every year under his leadership. And finally, they come in here with the best record. 30 wins and only 4 setbacks. Now, what kind of a game does he want? He told us 40 minutes of hell. Now it's hell with the 3 at the top of the circle. Arkansas leads it here in Charlotte, Arizona. National semifinals. It will be North Carolina against Arkansas, with the winner to play UCLA inside Corliss and 1. And Arkansas is heading to Monday night for the chance to repeat.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, produced by Colton Little
With Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is The Morning Rush.
The Indianapolis, Indiana is the host of the Final Four this weekend. It'll be in Detroit, Michigan this next year, coincidentally, where the Razorbacks are apparently playing this Thanksgiving. Thought it was going to be back in Fayetteville, Arkansas, hosting Michigan State. Instead, it sounds like, according to Tom Izzo, that he'll take on the Spartans on Thanksgiving Day in the Little Caesars Center, right, Colton? I think it's Little Caesars Center. Arena.
He says with confidence.
One of the two, either way. All right, so we're 2 years into this Cal thing. You feel any more confident this team is going to be in one of these events in the coming years? You feel the same as you did when he got hired?
Feel any worse?
I feel better, and the reason I say that is because they made it to they had 1 NCAA tournament win in the last 4 years of Cal in Lexington. He's gone to 2 straight second weekends since he's been in Fayetteville. I mean, I don't know how you feel. I don't know how you wouldn't feel better about their chances to make a Final Four moving forward based on what you've seen Cal do here in 2 years.
Go get that guy from Georgia, the big guy. What?
Santos Surreal. Thank you.
Go get him. Show me we got a good point guard. And then I feel really good about it. We got to build with a 1 and a 5, and then we go from there, because I think we got all the other pieces.
Do you want to try and diagnose what Malik Ewan posted yesterday?
Don't care, really.
It's a picture of him in a Razorback jersey saying, "It's time." You want to diagnose it? That means it's time for him to come back or time for him to leave.
There's differing opinions on that.
I realize there is a little back and forth. You have agents and stuff that do the negotiating and everything else. It's just, it cracks me up. And I'm past the point of being able to relate to kids, but some of these things that get posted, it's like, man, I have no idea what this is supposed to mean.
You watch these 4 teams this weekend. Look at Bet Saracen right now. The Fighting Illini are a 2-point favorite over UConn. That doesn't even seem right, does it?
Yeah.
I look at that. The Fighting Illini, Bet Saracen -2. What am I missing there? And then the Michigan Wolverines are favored by 1.5 over the Arizona Wildcats. You can find everything for this weekend. That caught my eye yesterday when I saw that. So
maybe it's just the emotions of winning a game like you did against Duke, but they have nearly a week between the games. It's not like you're playing a couple days later and you're still and not that you're going to a different city too. I'm with you. I don't know how Illinois is favored that game. I think UConn's better.
All right, Tom Murphy coming up. Uncorked on Phoenix Avenue. They're going to have some live music tonight. Scott, let me say it right. That probably is on the bingo card somewhere. Scott Bartholomew will be playing on the patio at Uncorked from 6 to 8. Weather's going to be beautiful. You can enjoy the great weather outside at Uncorked. They'll have the games on this weekend. Saturday night's kind of date night, but if you want to keep up with it, they've got that big, huge screen, and you'll be able to watch that right over the bar and visit with the ladies there that'll take care of you. Always something great on the menu. The spicy meatballs are at the top of my list. The fried deviled eggs. I'm going to guess if you don't like sour cream, you probably don't like deviled eggs either, do you, Ty?
They're fine.
I love deviled eggs, and I hope there's a platter of them at my mom's house for Easter this weekend. But they've got the fried deviled eggs at Uncorked. They are incredible. So you can do that and enjoy everything on their appetizer menu. I'm going there later today, get a little business meeting late afternoon, kind of end the day, and you can watch the Hog game. Maggie and the crew will hook you up with a great seat right in front of the bar, plenty of beers on taps, and don't forget you got Scott Bartholomew 6 to 8 on the patio for some music tonight. That's Uncorked on Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith.
Is their new menu out? Or is it out?
I believe it is
next week?
Well, let me look here. I saw a post on that earlier. They have a spring break. Let's see, was this a spring break special menu? As a happy hour menu. I think they have a spring menu coming up here. Yeah.
I think it's the 8th, if I remember that right. I was doing the read last week, and I think it's the 8th.
All right. So, new menu. They've got, they also have that brunch on Saturdays as well. That, looking at a picture here, it looks like some Eggs Benedict. I love Eggs Benedict. You like that too?
That's fantastic.
Put a little sour cream on top of the eggs. It's really good then. So
Hollandaise.
Yeah, but then a little dollop of the sour cream. Uncorked, Phoenix Avenue. UncorkedTheFort.com, by the way, to make your reservations at Uncorked in Fort Smith. I'll be there today.
Before we talk with Tom, let's talk with Ryan. He's been patiently waiting. Ryan, go ahead. You're on the morning rush.
Hey, bud. I feel a little better about it if he don't get so crazy with the non-con this year like he did last year, wanting to play all the Elite Eight teams. You know, I mean, if you get 2 or 3 of those little easier games, you might get and you win those 3, you might get a little better seeding. I understand you need some level of difficulty, but I just felt like might have been overdoing it just a smidge. You know what I mean?
See, to me, I thought that prepared them for the SEC. I mean, they go from what, 7th in the league last year or 8th to 3rd. And I felt like Darius Acuff and Lake Thomas, they weren't really fazed by SEC play for the most part.
Right. Well, and I'm not saying we shouldn't have a tough team, but I mean, like going up against Houston and maybe Duke, maybe go with somebody that was, more like a couple more teams maybe like a Texas Tech that'll still test you, but also not blow your doors off like Houston did too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cal's he wants marquee games, and you get marquee games from great opponents. He did in Lexington. He's gonna, based on the Michigan State and the other games that get scheduled, they're gonna pair you probably with North Carolina or Duke, I would guess, this next year in the this year in the ACC Challenge. I think that's just the brand that Cal commands. I think it's part of the television, what television wants too.
Well, and from a net ranking standpoint, even though it's early in the year, it's not going to really matter. It's not going to really matter whether you play them at neutral site or on their home floor from a quad 1 stand. My guess is Michigan State will be high enough, even on the neutral scale, versus playing them on their home floor. You're still going to get a quad 1 opportunity out of that, which coaches are thinking about. If you don't think that's part of the calculus, I think you're probably missing one little point there. But I think just having some presence in the city of Detroit is something Cal values as well.
Yep. That's where Darius just came from. Ryan, appreciate the call.
Yes. All right. There's another one off my bingo card.
What was that one?
You left someone on hold for 5 minutes. So,
sorry, Tom.
Tom Murphy. I had to drone on there for about a few more.
We're playing
a bingo today, and one of the things on Ty's card is keeps a caller on hold for 5 minutes. Buddy, you were at 420. I just
you held up a stop sign.
Well, I had to do it. Hey, sometimes
cheating.
you got to do what you got to do.
Hey, Tom.
Y'all are making me laugh. I love the bingo card approach. We used to do that when I'd go visit my dad. The certain little quirks he had, and that
Artie bingoed on the top row. He butchered the English language. He was invited to a wedding, recalled an obscure game with detail, lost a point in his notes, and forgot a name, all in the first hour of the show.
4 or 5 of those they should be slided, and that should be knocks to get. But just having the wherewithal to go back and remember games, Tom, should be knocked against me, I wouldn't think.
Judge, is that self-deprecating?
That's not self-deprecating.
Okay.
No.
I was trying.
Tommy's a tough bingo guy, and I guess you didn't even need the free middle square, or is the middle square free?
Free space in the middle, but I haven't needed it yet. But I have got 2 more gaffes from my co-host here. If he will do those, I'll have a second bingo. So
I've still got several that
with the free space
that are unexed, Tom, that I need help with. All right, so you heard Ryan's call there, and it sounds like Tom, I'm sure you probably saw this, that Michigan State game is up there in Detroit rather than Fayetteville. You were hoping that game was going to be back at Bud Walton, but according to Coach Izzo, it's going to be played in Michigan once again.
Right, and I did see that kind of popping up yesterday, or it might have been 2 days ago that was kind of popping up. And I think for Arkansas fans, you're like, hey, we were supposed to get the return game this year, you know? But for Cal, I'm just playing marquee games, playing in big cities, playing around Thanksgiving. That's always part of his deal because it gets your name out there. And also, Ty, if you want to do a bingo card for Tommy, you could mispronounce it. He said dollop a minute ago when he meant dollop. Dollop of sour cream, and he said dollop, so you could put mispronouncing words.
Okay. He unfortunately, Tom, he does not have, I'm looking through this. He does not have, I do that a lot more than he does. I do not have that on my bingo card. I might add
dollop, tomato, you know.
Thank you.
I mean, can you really trust a guy that doesn't like sour cream, Tom?
By the way, no, you can't. But also, I love deviled eggs too. Want some of those for Easter? And
the fried deviled eggs at Uncorked are out of this world good.
Wow, I got to get down there.
Come on, I'll buy you dinner.
Also, thank you, Tommy. And that hollandaise sauce dish, what's Eggs Benedict? That is one of my all-time favorites. It's for breakfast, lunch, brunch. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
love it.
There you go. So when you look at that, hopefully, I think it's a bad deal for the season ticket holders. Ty had brought up accurately, you don't have the ACC Challenge at home. So we had Louisville this last year. They've got to schedule somebody because as a season ticket holder, you get treated to nothing before conference play begins. You had Louisville last year. You won't have that. You'll be on the road somewhere probably really nice in that ACC Challenge. You've asked people to pay more money through the reseeding. So my guess is a big announcement's coming at some point about who Arkansas may play at Bud Walton because you can't leave the people paying the bills empty-handed.
That's a great point, Tom, and you're always thinking about that kind of thing. But absolutely, yeah. I mean, you've gotten the fans to buy in. Arkansas spending money in the NIL. They're invested. Give them something at home, like a regular season big-time game to replace what would have been, if this all holds, Michigan State on the schedule. So, yes, I hope there's a big announcement coming with a marquee game here.
Who would you like it to be? And let's just say it's the 4 teams that are in the Final Four. You could schedule one of them a home and home the next couple of years. Would you want Arizona? Would you want Michigan? Would you want UConn? Or would you want the Fighting Illini who took Big Z or Big Z went there? If you just based it on those 4 teams, because obviously you have a marquee matchup any of those 4 directions, who would you sign a deal with, Tom?
That's a great question. I think Illinois would probably be the shortest travel out of those, them or Michigan. I don't see UConn coming down here, but I would probably go for Illinois. Underwood coached over there at Oklahoma State and that kind of stuff. But it brings me to the point of non-conference football scheduling, which they're doing stuff like they had the BYU 2-game deal, and they've had some of the Big 12 teams. I like the Oklahoma State one a lot, but it's Utah that starts next year. What I would like to see them do, and I bet they have tried this hard over the years, is to get like Kansas, to get regionals type teams, Kansas, Illinois, teams like that would be a pretty interesting deal in my view.
Yeah, because Oklahoma State doesn't carry the weight it once carried. Kansas would be another one in the region. Obviously, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, LSU, they're all in your league. I would love a home and home with Kansas.
Right.
That to me, that I don't know how much more marquee you can get. Plus, it's drivable when you return the favor going to Lawrence.
Right. Same with Kansas State too. And I know that Kansas football doesn't quite have that cachet, but and I guarantee you, well, I would think that Arkansas ADs over the years have tried to get Kansas, but then again, I bet a lot of teams are trying to get Kansas.
I'd rather play him if we're talking about football scheduling non-conference. I think I know that the brand and the cachet of Kansas basketball is awesome. They were in here for that exhibition game a couple years ago, but having them in football being your Power 5 game would be nice. Tom Murphy with us, Whole Hog Sports, Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Tom, basketball season is concluded for the Razorbacks. You're 2 years into the Cal tenure. He's made 2 straight Sweet 16s. I think he had 1 tournament win last 4 years in Lexington. Do you feel stronger as an Arkansas fan this morning that he can get you to where you want to be in a Final Four after these first 2 years?
Yeah, I just think it's rejuvenated him. He and the staff, and I don't doubt that moment last year when there was anonymous coaches in the SEC saying he was archaic, that didn't just spike their interest in proving that whoever that was wrong. But the recruiting is top shelf. Obviously, not only seeing the talent in Acuff and Thomas, but helping them be very productive on the court. To me, is a great example of how he can accrue talent and then develop it. And so, I'm crossing my fingers that somehow they get Malik Thomas to stay. I don't know what the percentage chance of that happening is, but yeah, I would say that if you're an Arkansas fan, you're feeling pretty good about the direction of the program and the ability to get you back into regional finals and that potential for Final Fours.
Tom, as far as tonight goes, you got a big series in Auburn. Butch Thompson, Dave Van Horn, your coworker Matt Jones wrote a really good piece on just what it means for Arkansas in a ranking standpoint. I mean, these guys have been ranked since March of 2017. It's the longest that a team has been in the coaches' poll. And, man, if they lose this series this weekend, they could be out for the first time in 9 years.
Really could. And that was a really good piece by Matt with all the research and the longest stint in the coaches' poll, and I guess ever, or one of the longest of all time. And I guess at some point the run was going to slow down because their track record of hosting regionals, or when they don't, getting out of one like they did at North Carolina in 22 and making it to the College World Series, or I guess that was a super regional, but their track record of doing that has just been so strong over these years. And at some point, I guess you had to catch a bad break and not completely hit everybody in the portal or something like that. And this looks to be that year. Hey, if they had beaten Missouri State in that high-scoring game Tuesday, that would have been wonderful. But they didn't, and here they are now on a 4-game losing streak, and Auburn also on a 4-game skid, licking their wounds, and they're at home. There's a lot at stake for Razorback baseball this weekend to at least win one game, and if you somehow can win the series, maybe they keep that pole streak alive.
So, are you ready to write off any possibility of going to Omaha, or do you see enough talent there that, man, if they can get these guys to start throwing strikes and we know they're ready and we can clean up the fielding, I mean, is there any way this team can put it together? Because I think back to the Ole Miss team that wasn't really great all year long but got hot at the right time. State was a little better than average, but Mississippi State got hot at the right time. This is a sport about you better have the talent to do it, but it's not about playing your best in March and April. It's about playing your best in late May and June. Do you see the talent there that, hey, if it all comes together, they could be a problem in June?
That's a great poser, Tommy. And you think back to that Ole Miss team that did that. They had veteran talent on that team that just wasn't performing. And then when what was the first baseman, Elko or whatever his name was? I think it might have been Elko. He got healthy and they went on that tear and they had enough pitching depth. I do believe in the pitching depth on this team. I don't think they performed up to their standards and capabilities here in recent weeks. The hitting is where I'm more concerned. And you can't have Kahil Aloy kind of struggling and then go 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts in a game where if he has one good productive at bat, that could have spelled the difference in beating Missouri State the other day. So I think a few things are going to have to fall into place more than what we've seen, meaning TJ Pompey, Aloy has to start hitting, and, Rutenbar is productive and not making error in the field, and Robinette's got to hit better too. So I just feel like it's in there, but to find the spark to get to Omaha, they're really going to have to start pushing the right button.
You mentioned pitching, Tom. Do you feel Gabe Gackle is still locked in as a starter? I know he's getting the start tonight, but I didn't necessarily work out last year. It's been up and down already this season. Do you think he's still going to be a starter by season's end with this baseball team?
Well, it would take several more, or at least a couple of more bad performances. I mean, Colin Fisher's the one who's obviously probably – I'm not sure if they've announced starting pitching for the weekend yet or not, but to me, he'd be the one who'd be in a TBA situation. And if you could get a long start out of Gackler and not use Cole Gibler, then obviously he could go into the rotation. So I think it would take a couple of more weekends for Gackle to maybe fall out. But the thing that we've seen is that Dave Van Horn and Matt Hobbs will, go to whatever length it takes to get the right combination of starters and, middle and long relievers and finishers in to try to make things work.
Last thing, Tom, before we let you go, I should have asked you this before. Have you been at practices at all?
Football ones?
Football ones, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've been in all of them but one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's looked better quarterback-wise? I know you're getting a small stint, but when you watch KJ and you watched AJ, who's looked better?
Well, my initial thought is, and we haven't seen a ton of team periods, but I think KJ, you could just see his pocket presence and all, and his ball, his deep ball was better on Tuesday. It was a real windy day Tuesday, and A.J. Hill had a bunch of his weak ball. A.J. Hill had several of his long passes knocked down by the wind and lose their spirals more than KJ did. But I'm not going to start writing quarterback battle off by any means because A.J.'s got a lot more experience in the system. KJ's a year older or, a season of college older. And I just initial impression, KJ a little bit of a lead.
Tom, we'll leave it there, man. Good stuff as always. Whole Hog Sports, Arkansas Democrat Gazette is where you can find Tom's stuff, and we'll chat next Tuesday after the national championship game Monday night, buddy.
All right. Sounds like a deal. See y'all.
All right, Tom Murphy with us here on a Thursday. It's brought to you by the Good Feet Store. Think about, has your feet or your leg or your back kept you from doing something you really wanted to do? I mean, has that been an issue for you because your feet hurt and it's led to pain everywhere else? Arch Support from the Good Feet Store is designed to alleviate foot, knee, hip, and back pain, plus provide improved balance, more comfort, and honestly, just a better life, and to make you get back to doing the things you want to do with the Good Feet Store. They'll turn your pain into possibilities with a free fitting. You'll be personally fit by an Arch Support specialist, and you'll walk around and see how you feel and decide if they're right for you before you buy it. Now, here's what you need to know. Here's a special event Friday and Saturday. You'll receive $100 off your Arch Support system from the Good Feet Store. You can use your HSA and your FSA money. So that's tomorrow and Saturday. $100 off their Arch Support system at the Good Feet Stores in Northwest Arkansas. They're on Mall Avenue by the Walmart in Fayetteville. They're in Rogers next to Hideaway Pizza across from Top Golf. So don't miss this tomorrow and Saturday, $100 off at the Good Feet Store, and get back to your active life with the Good Feet Store. Let's go back to the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Clay Maxey has dialed in. Apparently he was listening earlier when Ty was wanting to play Big Creek. And Clay, do you think there's enough sod on the course for Ty to get out there? Is the grass starting to come in and you're a little worried about what Ty might do to your turf there?
I hope so. We're getting a little bit of rain right now, so
that's good.
That's helping out. But
I don't think anyone realizes. I'm sorry. I don't think anyone realizes the drought we've been in the state. We need literally 3 feet of rain to catch up right now.
we need this next 3 days for it to open up on us a little bit. But, the temperatures have been great. We're going to get some really good weather on Sunday, too, so we'll have a lot of rounds played on Sunday. But, yeah, I heard you guys talking about it. We got to get Ty over here. I think he probably owes you a round, Tom, if I'm not mistaken. But
do you know anyone that could get him a discount? Maybe cut my round down to say $150, so he wouldn't be out too much out of pocket.
I figure we can work something out. I'll be able to put something together.
Maybe he could rake some bunkers for you and Brent over there.
I mean,
or something.
it's like a dishwasher type of thing. I eat for free, wash dishes, rake bunkers. I mean, there's no money in radio, Clay. You got to know that.
Okay, got it right there.
I'm gonna fill up this whole bingo card by the end of the show.
Anyway, that's a whole other story, Clay. But hey, I think we may come over and play next week if that's all right.
I'd love to have you guys, and then I was telling you, Tommy, about the Big Chief tournament that's coming up the 17th or 18th and 19th.
Is that your
of April?
Now, is that the one that's the 6-man scramble?
No, this is the 3-man.
The 3-man, okay.
3-man scramble.
All right.
Yep. And we started off, kind of kick it off Friday afternoon with a horse race, and then we're having a crawfish boil.
Ooh.
3-man scramble Saturday and Sunday. We'll have a band Saturday night in Calcutta. So it's a fun weekend. I would say our signature event at Big Creek. We just bring a lot of guys in from out of town. It's just more of a reunion weekend, if anything.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. So that's the 17th and 18th, a couple weeks
that's
away.
Right.
And
18th and 19th.
18th
Tommy,
and 19th.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you're doing the horse race on the 17th, the Friday, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's also the day that That's right. We're breaking Bart that Friday morning. That's the morning that Bart's going to try to break 90 again.
We got to get Ty out there with him on that deal. There needs to be a little head-to-head challenge on that.
He doesn't want to.
But he's kind of ran from Ty a little bit on that.
Well, I've never seen Ty play, so I don't know if it's an intimidation that
Bart shouldn't run.
Bart
should not
run.
Clay, let me tell you a little story. So I used to work with Bart years ago, and he had this same thing in college when I was back playing ball with Sawyer Radler, and we invited him every week to go play basketball, and he would tell us how good he was, and he never came out. And I just want to compete. That's all I said about that. It's been several months since I just want to compete. I'll leave it at that. I probably won't win, but I just want to compete.
Well, let me talk to him about it. We've got with Bart. There's always that we got to make sure all the details are right.
Yeah.
So
only green M&Ms in the bowl. I know. Yeah. So
we've got to have that offline.
Yeah.
So, but no, I'd love to have you guys. Love to have you come over the 17th, 18th, 19th of April. Bo and them, they're doing the show Friday morning. Then we're going to break Bart, and then but it's a 3-person scramble. We still got room for a few teams, but love to have you guys.
All right. How if someone wants to get in that 3-man scramble, just call the club or bigcreekgolf.com. What's the deal?
Absolutely. Yeah, just call the club 870-425-0333.
All right. We'll see you next week. We're going to come over and play. Eat a cheeseburger or something.
Tommy, appreciate you guys.
All right.
Yep. Love listening to you guys. Happy Easter.
Thank you. Happy Easter to you.
You're the only one. Thanks, Clay.
Yeah. So, we'll go over there. We'll have cheeseburger, and we'll play some golf next
I got bad news about the 17th.
I'm leaving for Scotland the
You're
next day.
in Scotland.
I can't go.
I've got a wedding.
Well, that's already off my bingo card. So, anyway. But we'll go play some Big Creek next week. So, hey, we gotta hit it. We're way past. But springtime, Burton Pools and Spas is getting ready for everything going on this spring. Swimming season. I gotta figure out when I'm gonna open my pool. They're celebrating their 48th anniversary at Burton Pools and Spas. Doughboy Pools. Save up to $12.50 off right now on above ground pools, and semi in ground pools. I'm gonna get this right. Start at $17,999. That's semi-in-ground. Doughboy pools are the most durable with the best warranty, and they're made in America. Right here, all right? Hot Springs is the #1 selling spa. You can get a hot tub from the #1 brand starting at only $59 a month right now at Burton Pools and Spas. All the premiums you want, fiberglass pools. They got a ton of those in stock right now with premium crystal finishes. Plunge pools starting at under $40,000, and you can give your friends and family a great treat this summer. That's Burton Pools and Spas. Fort Smith, Greenland, Springdale, and Hot Springs. Online at burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life.
All right, when we return, SEC update. Vic Schaefer had some funny comments yesterday leading up to the Final Four, I guess, this week. We'll tell you what it is next. Stay with us on the Morning Rush.
Lewis Automotive celebrating 80 years. Since 1946, no pressure, no hassle, just tradition. The challenge is over, but the deals aren't. Come take advantage of the thank you event only at Lewis Automotive.
New drink is it's grapefruit tequila, because tequila is the healthier drinks, and I'm trying to get back in shape.
This is the Morning Rush.
Are you ready to indulge in an unforgettable fine dining experience? Then come join us at Uncorked, where every meal is a masterpiece, crafted with the finest ingredients to tantalize your taste buds. And with our extensive selection of cocktails, wine, craft beer, and bourbons, we've got something for everyone. So why not take a break from the ordinary and join us on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's? Come savor the moment with us at Uncorked, where every visit is a celebration.
Dental emergencies do not wait, and neither should you. At Valley Urgent Dental, they're here for you on the weekends, whether it's a broken tooth, a painful infection, or a crown that's come loose. Dr. Kendall Roberts and Dr. Doug Terry are ready to help. Why wait till Monday? Call 479-235-5655 now. Valley Urgent Dental is located at 5505 Uper Lane behind Golden Corral in Fort Smith. Valley Urgent Dental, emergency dental care when you need it most.
Looking for a fun way to get your kids outside and learning a new skill? The Bang Aaron Youth Golf Academy is teeing off March 24th, open to ages 3 through 16. This exciting program teaches the fundamentals of golf in a fun, encouraging environment for beginners and young players of all skill levels. Spots are limited, so don't wait to get your young golfers signed up. And while you're thinking about golf, Bang Aaron Golf Course is still offering 2026 annual memberships. Enjoy a year of great golf at one of the most played golf courses in the River Valley. Call 479-646-5301 or visit Bang Aaron Golf Course today to learn more and register.
Whether it's torque, horsepower, or just extreme work, diesel trucks do their job. But when your diesel truck needs maintenance or repair, it's time to head to Extreme Diesel. Everything from standard maintenance to extreme repairs, including injector testing. Extreme Diesel delivers. They have the tools and service for your Cummins, Duramax, or Power Stroke. You trust your truck to deliver on your needs, and you can trust your truck at Extreme Diesel. 6630 Alma Highway between Van Buren and Alma. Check them out on Facebook or give them a call at 651-3363. They're bilingual.
Now offering CP4 solutions for both Chevy and Ford, as well as heavy-duty diesel repair and diagnostics.
Looking for a career with a company built to last? At Forsgren, we've been shaping the future of the River Valley since 1936. Nearly 90 years of excellence, innovation, and family-driven leadership. From sidewalks that still stand today to major infrastructure projects across the region, our legacy is built on quality and community. Apply now at goforsgren.com. Join the Forsgren legacy, where your work becomes part of something lasting. Forsgren, building the foundation of the River Valley for 4 generations. Apply now at goforsgren.com.
Spring is in the air, and the fish are biting, the gobblers are strutting, and the trees are blooming. Jelco Outdoors, your locally owned one-stop shop, is ready to help you get outside and enjoy the great outdoors. Stop by and let our friendly staff help you get the gear you need. Jelco Outdoors, your store for hunt, fish, and work. That's what we do. Jelco Outdoors, 4600 South Zero in Fort Smith. Shop local. Shop Jelco Outdoors.
Metal Mart offers high-quality prefabricated metal buildings, metal roofing, custom trim shop, carports, and more. They strive to be a company where contractors as well as do-it-yourselfers are welcome. Metal Mart assists you in calculating the materials needed to complete your project, all at a rate you can afford. Stop by 7320 Highway 271 South in Fort Smith or call 648-3342. You can also catch them online at metalmarts.com. Metal Mart, the right material for the right price.
Here's NASCAR Hall of Famer Mark Martin.
As a race car driver for 40 years, I survived a lot of crashes. Not everyone can run into a wall at 200 miles an hour and walk away. Without a seatbelt, I wouldn't be alive today. Now I'm retired, back home in Arkansas driving my pickup. I'm shocked how many people aren't wearing seatbelts. Why risk your life when it only takes 2 seconds to buckle up? Take it from number 6. Buckle up, Arkansas.
A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office. Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
The SEC is the best conference in America.
The tough will survive in this game, and I feel like the SEC is the toughest.
Arkansas is the SEC
SEC champion.
You know, every game is a dogfight.
We're about to be tough there, yes. Week in and week out, you're going to play some of the best, the biggest, the fastest.
But this afternoon is a day for the Razorbacks to celebrate. Arkansas wins the tournament.
Where opponents' dreams come to die.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
Have you heard Vic Schaefer's turkey comments just yet?
I have not.
They're pretty good.
I'm going to kill a turkey in the morning. Turkey season opened Saturday. I'm going to kill a turkey in the morning. I'll be in the office by 10 o'clock, and I'll be in the film, watching film, getting ready, and then the second thing is I'm going to leave for Phoenix tomorrow. Just being honest. That's going to happen. I've earned that right to be in the woods for a couple hours in the morning calling a turkey. And then we'll get ready for whoever's, whatever's going to happen after that. But
they got the second best odds.
Good for him.
Head coach of the Texas women's basketball team. They're trailing in terms of odds the undefeated UConn Huskies this season, heading into the Final Four. But there's some honesty there.
When you're going to the Final Four, you're not going to get a lot of pushback.
But what if they lose in the Final Four? They can say, well, he should have spent the time on film and in the
3
woods.
hours of film study is not going to make any difference at all. So good for him. I hope he gets the one with a long beard, a big old gobbler. Big beard on that thing. Fan out that tail. You ever been turkey hunting? I'm going to guess the answer is no.
Do I look like I've been turkey hunting? No.
You think I've been turkey hunting?
I'm going to guess by the way you phrased that question, the answer is no.
You'd be correct.
Okay.
But I got a family full of avid
turkey hunters.
I got an uncle, my Uncle Richard.
Again,
nobody loves to turkey hunt more than him.
I don't mind sitting and chilling and watching my friends do it.
There's no sitting and chilling on turkey hunting.
Are you running and stuff?
No, there's got to be something in this card that qualifies that.
That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. Could you tell when I smiled? Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right.
And Ty, you can cross off acts like something is obvious when it isn't.
Yeah.
Bottom left.
Bottom left. All right. So that one's all right. So I have
turkey hunting's not obvious in our state? Here? Oh. Well, we didn't all grow up city slickers like Ty.
Oh my gosh, I'm half country, half city. We've been over.
You can't be half and half. You're one or the other.
One family's country.
How long have you been saying that?
For a while.
Mulling over if that qualifies for insulting a large group of people to even consider calling yourself country.
I have some country background and stuff. I mean, my mom grew up at she wasn't born there. She's born in Germany, but St. Vincent, Arkansas, and exactly a big old metropolitan
Did you grow
area.
up there?
No, what have I said? I said my family. It's the difference. Family. You get the best of both worlds. That's how people got to look at it. I'm trying to.
But you've never been turkey hunting.
No,
does that sound half country to you?
I've been duck and deer hunting and fishing. That's 3 of the 4. That's 3 of the 4. That's pretty good for a half city slicker. Hitting 3 of the 4, I think, at least.
You ever been snipe hunting?
We're not doing this again. We're not doing
again.
This. We're not doing this again.
He learned his lesson the first time.
I think Clay's the one that got me in that. I'm trying to figure out. We're playing bingo, by the way, for those that are just jumping in here at 10:37 this morning. Colton made these bingo cards of different things that
of all of our bad habits and picadillos
and Tommy do. I was really hoping you.
Is that on there somewhere?
What, picadillos?
Yeah, something.
Is that an off-color remark?
No,
it's not off-color.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to. I don't really have anything else into the SEC update outside of Lane Kiffin playing with the hot tennis LSU player. Did you see? You don't follow that stuff. That guy is just that guy just lives in a different world than all of us. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah. I'd like to live in that world for a little while. I can handle a month or so of it.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. Like, I know there's SEC baseball going on, but I'll start paying attention to more. I mean, Arkansas's 4-5 like Auburn. I'm not going to watch other SEC baseball teams.
Why didn't you pay attention? What time did you get here this morning? You didn't pay attention to these things?
I got here at 4:50 this morning. I can't lie about that.
Go ahead and mark that right off the list. Walked him right into that one. Sorry. Had to do it.
I got here. You asked a question. I answered it honestly. I'm an honest guy.
Oh, Ty, you can also mark off wheezy laugh or snort.
Right.
He can give you one of those a minute ago.
Did I give you a snort?
No, just a wheezy laugh.
You know what's stupid on this bingo card? You have 3. No, there's 4. There's 4. All right, I can walk you into one of these.
Now you're insulting the person that made the bingo card?
No, I'm not. It's not. No, it's the fact that he's got a couple. He's got 4. I've got to get one little notch off on one of these things. I think I can do it. I just got to figure out how to weasel him into that direction.
All right, that's your SEC update. It's brought to you by Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. If you're looking to get yourself in a healthier place for the rest of this year, I would recommend you start with Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. That's where I've turned to. And we were over at Herman's a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago. Nick didn't even and I've lost about 25, 27 pounds. And have done it with the help of their weight loss consultation, weight loss medications, also the peptides. I didn't know a thing about peptides until I went to Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. And they have helped me so much in so many ways, really come up with a game plan. First thing they did was ask me a lot of pointed questions about my health and my goals. Then they drew blood, and then we got back together. And when based on the blood test and the results and based on kind of where I wanted to be, They formulated a plan that was perfect for me. If that's what you're looking for, someone that can help you and really not put a cookie cutter, blanket approach to it, because you're different than me and everyone else, and what you're needing to do and your goals are going to be different. Call our friends at Vici Aesthetics and Wellness, 479-343-8424. 343-8424. These peptides, there's a bunch of different ones. Samorlin, glutathione. I'm on the NAD+, whether you're looking for energy, whether you're looking for more balance in your life, whether you're looking for a better metabolism. Different ones do different things for you. Some help with aging. I mean, and they're not just for the guys. For the ladies listener, your wife out there, you're thinking about her, this could help her as well. 479-343-8424. Mention you heard it here on the Ty Richardson Radio Network and get a 10% discount off your plan. And if you're in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, they can do telemedicine appointments and make it very convenient for you. 343-8424 for Vici Aesthetics and Wellness.
The snooze button, what a lazy invention. Like, are you kidding me? Like, who wakes up and says, I'm not ready for today. I need 5 more minutes before whatever's in front of me. We have to have a sense of urgency in everything we do. First off,
what's your stance on Ryan Silverfield's stance on the snooze button? Because I hit it every single morning.
There's a dent in my phone from hitting
it. How many times? That's Coach
I back my alarm up in order to be able to, because it just feels like you're winning when you snooze for 8 more minutes.
Yeah, I agree.
I am winning when I do that.
My weekday alarm's at 4:15. I've been setting it at 4 so I can, as you just said, feel like I'm getting anywhere from 10 or 15 more minutes of sleep. So I'm gonna have to disagree with Coach on the snooze button. How many hours do you think he's actually getting right now, though?
I'm gonna guess 5 or less.
He's got twin
that's
tiny
what I was
daughters,
thinking too.
So probably not a
the
lot.
Kiddos. And are you sleeping anymore now?
Me
with Carter?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
He pulls the trigger sometimes 2 or 3 in the morning. I got to get up and be a good dad. Sometimes like that. But most of the time, he sleeps through the night pretty good, 7 to 7.
Part of it.
See, I was lucky. My wife wasn't working when we had Dylan and Abigail, so she generally got up, at least weekdays and took care of the overnight duties. When I had to get up and do a morning show, So I mean, I lucked out on that. But that's a rough go when you got to get up and bottle feed and warm up a bottle or whatever you've got to do at 2:17. There's no going back to sleep. Or there never was for me.
No.
And the worst was like a 12:15, wake up. That's terrible.
John texted in and says he hasn't used an alarm since becoming an adult. He wakes up at least 2 hours before he has to get ready for the day. Doesn't use the snooze. You and my uncle John are the same way. He doesn't use an alarm either.
When we did the morning show, 18 years of doing the morning show, I never had to really set the alarm. Now, if I don't, I blow right through getting up early.
Oh, really? I'm up, but I could fall back asleep if I didn't have an alarm. My body will get up naturally. I'll have to go take a whiz, which, by the way, is just the worst. We can talk about aches and pains. The worst thing about growing up as a man, which has taken me longer than a lot of you, is having to pee in the middle of the night. You never had to. Did you have to as a kid? or
No.
teenager or
No.
college? Nope. Nope. Nope.
Well, you
All
shouldn't
of a
drink
sudden-
so much, you know?
It's water. It's good for
It's
you.
all them beers you're drinking.
No, there's no alcohol during the week. Sunday through Thursday, there's no.
Ding, ding, ding.
See, that's
All
not
right.
fair. I should know some of these on this list. I'm looking back at this to see if I can get you for any of these. Nope. This is frustrating. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose badly. No, but that's the most aggravating thing about growing up, is that.
Yeah. You talk about some fishing. We need to go to Gaston soon, but got to get the Ty. You got to get the tackle box ready, and tell us about lurenet.com.
You order and get free shipping for $25.
35, but
35 or more. It's partnered with Pradco, made right here in Arkansas. Bruce Stanton joins us every week for Pradco Pyramid of Power, which we're going to start doing baseball this next week.
Right.
Pradco's 5 minutes from my house.
Is that enough rambling and squeezing?
I'd say so.
I'd say so. Yeah. So
That
yeah, it's
doesn't
made in
count.
Arkansas.
That's part of the library.
You're so far behind, it doesn't really count how many that he's going to cross off.
I'm just saying.
So if I get 5 in a row,
blackout.
do I not have to pay for lunch? How does that work? If
I'm
I get
just seeing if
5
I can get every square on the deal. But lurenet.com is where you go to get your tackle box loaded up. Bass Pro Shop, Dick's, Academy's got it, and your favorite local tackle stores. And orders over $35 get free U.S. shipping as well.
Gavin wakes up around 4. He says he gets mad as heck when he wakes up before his alarm on the weekends, and nothing ticks him off more than waking up at 6 on a Saturday and not being able to go back to bed for a little bit. Meanwhile, his 2-year-olds are snoozing, which I would guess that, Gavin, your 2-year-olds keep you up throughout the week, so when you actually have time to sleep in. Tell you what my brother used to do was nuts. He used to wake up at like 5:30 on Saturdays to watch cartoons and Looney Tunes.
They still have Saturday morning cartoons?
They do.
They do? They can't be as good as Coyote and the Roadrunner and
So they still play all
Ben
those
and
on the-
Jerry.
they still play all those on the Boomerang channel if you're
Oh,
lucky
yeah.
to have that as part of
The
your
good old-
subscription
the
package.
good old
days.
channel.
Yeah. Hey, Gaston's White River Resort, summertime is coming. We're in springtime right now, but it's time to be thinking about your calendar and getting it lined up and getting the reservation you need here as we are into the month of April, April the 2nd. Hard to believe the year is flying by, but I'm going to tell you, this is April, May, and October, probably my 3 favorite months to be on the White River and make a trip to Gaston's. Everything's greening up. Temperatures are great. Maybe a little light windbreaker in the morning when you're in the boat and on the river. Afternoons are glorious, and I just love this time of the year at Gaston's. 870-431-5202 is their number. They'll put together a great trip for you. I love the guys there, and each and every one of them bring a different skill or a different strength to the table. Fished with many of them over the years, and they treat families great. When my kids go with me, I don't have to worry about a thing. They take care of all the bait, all the tackle, taking care of the fish, everything in the boat. They are the captain for a reason. And you can just sit back, relax, see what's in the cooler. They always have good soft drinks and juices and waters, so the kids never go thirsty. You can put your snacks in there, and it's just a great family day on the water. 870-431-5202. Full vacation, and with gas prices pushing $4 a gallon, why not just stay at home? Why pay that big airfare? Why fill that tank up with $80 worth of gas and drive to Orlando or something? Just stay here and go to Gaston's for your summer trip. 870-431-5202. Gaston's, a first-class time every time.
Lewis Automotive celebrating 80 years. Since 1946. No pressure, no hassle, just tradition. The challenge is over, but the deals aren't. Come take advantage of the thank you event only at Lewis Automotive.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter? Right? And the best part? They accept Discover. Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Penalties and interest are piling up every single day. Wage garnishments and bank levies could hit any moment. If you've been avoiding it out of fear, you're not alone. But waiting only shrinks your options and ramps up the stress. The truth is, the IRS settles with taxpayers every day through legitimate programs, and many qualify to reduce what they owe, in some cases by up to 99%. That's why thousands turn to helpwithirsdebt.com. They've guided over 120,000 Americans, resolved more than $2.3 billion in tax debt, and back every case with their ironclad resolution guarantee. If there's no real path forward, you get a full refund, no fine print. They even randomly select one qualifying client each year and pay off their entire IRS balance. Terms apply. Don't let another day pass. Go to helpwithirsdebt.com right now. It's fast, easy, and confidential. Find out what's possible today. Helpwithirsdebt.com. Once again, that's helpwithirsdebt.com.
If you're all in, you burn the ships, man. There ain't no exit strategy. Like, you're freaking all in.
This is the Morning Rush.
Save some green this spring at Rath Auto Resources. We've been hard at work getting ready for warmer weather, and we've put our best roster of road-ready certified pre-owned cars on the ground. Priced to move and backed by a comprehensive warranty. With our non-commissioned sales team, painless pricing playbook, and the nation's best lenders, Rath's got the River Valley's deepest bench ready to take all the hassle out of getting your next ride. Don't settle for just any used car. Make the switch to Road Ready Certified and save some green this spring at Rath Auto Resources. Voted best pre-owned cars in the River Valley. 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith. RathAutoFortSmith.com.
Sometimes I'm in a hurry. Stay in the slow lane, buddy. That's when I use the Sodies app to order my favorites and pick up in their drive-thru. They even offer a 10% discount on your first app order. Experience different at Sodies Wine and Spirits off I-540 on Phoenix Avenue.
Every day is worth celebrating at Uncorked. Cocktails, wine, craft beer, bourbons, and unbelievably great food. Uncorked on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodies.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Valley Family Dental at the entrance to Riley Farms provides every type of dental care and procedure for you and your family. General dentistry, braces, implants, same-day crowns, and cosmetics. Dr. Sparkman, Farmer, and now Dr. Blaine Van Nice work to give all of their patients a better life with a better smile. Valley Family Dental, 5901 Riley Park Drive, Suite A at the entrance to Riley Farms. Let them know you heard this on ESPN Radio and receive $300 off a snore guard. Valley Family Dental, 479-226-3500 for an appointment or visit valleyfamilydentalpractice.com.
The Razorback softball season is here, and Courtney Deifel and the Hogs need your support at Bogle Park this season. Tickets are now on sale, and you can secure your seat to watch some of the best softball in the country. Adult tickets are just $15, while kids get in for just $10. Head to ArkansasRazorbacks.com or call the Razorback ticket office at 479-575-5151 and purchase your tickets today.
When your carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained, call your local Service Master Clean at 646-4087. Service Master Clean is an industry leader and can remove the toughest stains from your home or office. And they back their work with a satisfaction guarantee. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. Call your local Service Master Clean, 479-646-4087. That's 646-4087 or online at servicemasterpc.com.
You will never find a boring old burger at Art's Barbecue and Burgers in Fort Smith. Try the Wild West Burger, topped with a hotline, jalapenos, and Art's hot sauce. The Brisket Burger, with tender brisket and caramelized onions on top of their hand-patted burger. Or the famous Art Attack, with house bacon, smoked ham, an onion ring, and a fried egg. There are 10 different burgers to choose from, and they're all $1 off every Saturday. Art's Barbecue Burgers and more. Rogers Avenue, next to Buddy's in Fort Smith.
Time is running out. This is your last chance to enter the Mach 1 Motorcycle Madness giveaway. Head to hitthatline.com and lock in your final 4 picks by Friday for your shot to win a brand new Triumph Tiger 1200 Rally Pro. Then join us Saturday, April 11th at K1 Speed in Rogers, where one lucky winner rides away. While you're there, hit the track and race the fastest indoor karts in Northwest Arkansas, reaching speeds of up to 45 miles per hour. Don't wait. Get registered now at hitthatline.com and fill out your final 4 brackets.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Bingo! Winner!
Yeah, I lost.
Yeah.
I lost.
Mightily.
Great game, Colton. That was fun.
You're welcome.
I do think he made some off-color remarks, but the judge said no on that. So I nearly had 3 bingos on my card today.
Well, it was fun. We're never playing again because I lost. I don't know if I can handle it. Halftime's coming up next. Phil Elson, Matt Jones, Big City.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlay.